Well, today, guys, we are back in Anchorage, and we're going to show you a bunch of fun, free things to do right here in the biggest city in Alaska.
Alaska can be a very expensive place to visit, but we're going to help you out with this budget with the fun, free things to do. So y'all come on. First stop on our list of free things to do in Anchorage is the Visitor Center. Here you can go inside and find tours to do. Not free tours, I don't think, maybe, but they do have postcards that are free, and they'll mail them for you for free as well. The Visitor Center was located on 4th Avenue and E, and here we're in downtown Anchorage, also down from the Visitor Center, and there is lots of free window shopping. You can go into all these stores like the Fur Rodney shop there, or many tourist shops, clothing stores. There's even a mall downtown that you can go and window shop in for free. One of our favorite free things to do when we lived here was go to this Anchorage market. It is on the weekends in the summer season, and it is closed right now because it's a weekday, but there are rides, and then this area that has cars in it is usually packed with vendors with all kinds of things from Alaska souvenirs to food. And there's even some food trucks in it. So that's a fun stop in downtown that's absolutely free.
Third.
It's on 3rd and E, right across from the Hilton. This is one of the stores that we really liked, and I think we found some t-shirts in, sweatshirts. This is Polar Bear Gifts. Another free thing to do here in Anchorage is one of the many parks. There are so many parks in Anchorage. Today we're at Earthquake Park. This park is in commemoration of 1964 Good Friday earthquake. There are riding trails, amazing views, and tell them what we saw when we were riding our bikes here.
We rode right by this exact monument, guys, and we went that direction. And once we got down there a ways, there was somebody down there that was coming the other way. They said bear on the trail. So we were like, okay. And we kept going that direction. We did see the bear, but it was hunting. We saw a black bear, and it was actually chasing a group of moose. So that was pretty cool. If I have pictures, we'll definitely put some of that in here. And that's one of the really cool things about Anchorage and these parks that they have. There's a lot of green space in the city. That's why every once in a while you'll see a moose walking right downtown, because there's so much green space here in this city.
One fun thing about that bear moose encounter is the bear was after the moose, but Mama Bear didn't like that much. She was with Mama Moose didn't like that much. She was with two of her babies, and the bear was walking towards her, so she pinned back her ears and she charged that bear, and it ran up a tree. She walked away, bear got down, headed the same direction, and she put that bear right back up in that tree.
Yeah, treat it twice.
Yes.
Another really cool place that people hang out on right off of this trail is right at the fence of the Anchorage International Airport. So people will hang out there and take pictures of the airplanes either landing or departing, whichever way they happen to be working that day.
In most of the parks in Anchorage, they have information signs like this one, and this one is talking about the Good Friday quake. There are several different signs in this park, and it's definitely like kind of a little free museum.
Another free and pretty cool place to come, guys, is right here on Lake Hood. What Lake Hood is the seaplane base for Anchorage. And I don't know if you can see behind me, I can hear one. This is where a bunch of aircraft take off and land, right here on this airport. We are in the parking lot of the Millennium Hotel, which is a great place to go and eat if you ever want to go. You can be seated in the room, and they have lots of windows that actually look over this lake, and you can watch the planes come and go. As you can see, guys, you can get super close to some of these airplanes. They're parked right on the shore, actually. There's several little shacks. I guess that's their like garages, for lack of a better term, for their airplanes. The rules do state, though, however, when you park in places, don't touch them, which should be pretty much common sense. But as I say, you can walk right up on them, guys, which is pretty cool. You can walk around them and check them all out. Southbound heading out of Anchorage, we are here today at Potter's Marsh. It's a long walkway that you're supposed to be able to go out. It's over a marsh, obviously, and there's supposed to be a lot of animals and especially birds here. When we've gone through here before, I've never stopped. Have you stopped here before?
I don't think we have, no.
But we have seen lots of animals. We've seen moose in this area and definitely lots and lots of birds.
Spotted this little bird here in the marsh. Any idea what kind it is? I don't know.
Now we're actually looking across Potter's Marsh. We are still on the boardwalk, and you can probably see over there all of the houses on the hill. They must have an awesome view of, one, this marsh, and also across, you can probably hear the road, but right over here is the highway that goes out of town, and what you can't see is on the other side of the highway is the Knik Arm, saltwater here in southern Anchorage. So that this hill over here with all the houses is some pretty expensive real estate here in the Anchorage area, and what a beautiful view they have. There's a beautiful little stream right here that runs through Potter's Marsh. They do have salmon that run up this stream or creek or river, but we saw on the sign out front in the parking area that they haven't spotted any yet, and that is still the case for us. We're here, what is it, July 9th today, and there's still no fish going up this stream at least.
There is a whiteboard at the beginning of the trail that has all of the birds and wildlife that was recently spotted. When we used to live here years ago, we would drive by all the time and never took the time to stop here at Potter's Marsh. I'm so glad we did. We didn't see a whole lot of birds today. We've seen lots more when we've driven by before, but we did get to see a couple of eagles. We saw there's a nest right over here that has 2 little eaglets in it, and we saw a couple other birds, a couple of ducks, but when we used to drive by, there were people out. They must know the best time because they were out with those big cameras with the zoom lenses, and there's always something to see here. This is the sign at the beginning of the trail that I mentioned. Welcome to Potter's Marsh, and it shows what they've seen: cranes, gulls, eagles, tree swallows, no salmon yet, and a few other birds.